All right, so this looks like a color smoke helicopter. Don't know what that means, but I think it's actually pretty self-explanatory. It shoots off and it spins, and now it's plastic trash. Plastic spinner thing, plastic casing, cardboard, plastic, gunpowder, I don't know. Crap, not good for the beach. Let's pick it up. All right, good morning and welcome to a post 4th of July beach clean. We are actually just headed to these cliffs where we partook in watching some fireworks shows last night. And actually people even came out of this path that we're on now and had fireworks of their own, which admittedly was pretty cool to see, but I don't think they were picking up their firework related trash. So I'm sure we're gonna find lots going back along that cliff. And we're gonna then head down to the beach side where people were firing fireworks over the water, and I'm sure we'll find much more because we saw everything basically from those Chinese lanterns to bigger stuff, actual boomy things. So yeah, 4th of July has passed, the hangovers are upon us, and of course the trash remains. So let's get our pickers, bags, all that good stuff, tick spray. It is tick season, so being extra vigilant, and let's get trashed. Of course, with firework trash comes snack wrapper trash, but we're gonna keep looking for the good stuff. I'll pick this stuff up too on my way back, but there's a lot of this and usually not a lot of fireworks stuff the rest of the year. So let's keep on hiking out to look for that. All right, looks like we found our first trash. Firecracker stuff. So these are papery, sort of plasticky wrappers. And I think a lot of this might actually be paper, but there's definitely plasticky vibes to it. So we're gonna pick these up. It's hard to tell with some of this, but I'm gonna assume it's plastic, and even if it is just paper, paper is dyed and chemically treated often, so probably good to pick up anyways. So there's also these plastic scraps in the sand too, which might not seem like a lot, but so says a million people setting off fireworks, and these plastic scraps get lost in the sand over time, so good to pick up when you see them. They add up. All right, so lots of these paper fireworky things, firecrackery things, and as you can probably see down here, that's quite the substantial cliffside, and I see more of them kind of on the cliff. And like I said, people obviously we're shooting fireworks down by the water, but also off these cliffs. So there's a lot of trash on the cliff itself, and the stuff that hasn't made it down to the beach side yet certainly will over the coming week. So I'll have to come back eventually for all that, but for now, we'll pick up the rest that I see around here and then head on down to the beach and see what more we can get. So I found this little sticker. Don't know if you can see, but it says artificial satellite. And if I know anything about artificial satellites, they tend to eventually crash and land. And I believe that one is probably pretty nearby. So let's go satellite hunting. Firework satellite hunting. All right, well, as predicted, I think we've hit the relative mother load. You can see we got more of these paper scrappy things, and then down here, there's, closer to the water, there's a lot of just various types of scraps and shrapnel. Yeah. So I'm gonna, pick up a lot of this stuff. Man. That's like a bunch of bottle rockets, and I don't even know if these might be fresh. These might be still able to be lit. I'm not gonna light them, but we'll pick them. So not surprisingly as well, where there are summer fireworks, there's also a lot of fire pits and fire pit trash like beers and Truly cans, which is truly not so great. So a lot of actually the cans and bottles that I find over the summer start around the 4th of July. You sort of notice an influx that begins right around now when people are, getting off for the summer and starting to get out again. And yeah, lo and behold, there's cans everywhere littered here. So it's begun, and so has the picking, luckily. All right, well, I think I see a little firework piece up here along the cliff, but I could probably reach it if I wanted to, but I'm gonna play an old game called try to rock the trash. Let's call it that. Basically, I'm gonna throw rocks at that, what I think is a firework, and try to knock it down. Hopefully it doesn't explode, but we'll see. So let's find some tossing rocks. Let's see if this bad boy does the trick. Oh, I hit it. Oh, I knocked it up higher. I'm just gonna try to scale the cliff. If I don't make it, should have given more to charity. Oh, here's another. I'm getting it, coming down. Oh. Woo, got her. All right, so this looks like a color smoke helicopter. Don't know what that means, but I think it's actually pretty self-explanatory. It shoots off and it spins, and now it's plastic trash. Plastic spinner thing, plastic casing, cardboard, plastic, gunpowder, I don't know. Crap, not good for the beach. Let's pick it up. All right, what do we got here? Oh my God. Oh my God, look at this. 2-color spaceship. I think we found our satellite. I'm a little nervous holding this. Oh no, it looks like it exploded. I think we found the satellite that crashed and landed. And lo and behold, didn't know you can make spaceships out of plastic, but it's now beach trash and it shall be picked up. All right, well, that was quite the firework haul. A lot of this, as you may have seen as we were walking along, there's a lot of little scraps, these kind of papery, plasticky. This looks like kind of and it feels like paper covered in plastic or some sort of glossy glaze. In any event, I don't think it belongs at the beach. And as you can see, it frays and it breaks down into other stuff, smaller pieces of plastic and trash. So a lot of this stuff, so much so that it's so hot today, I don't know how much I can pick up because I don't want to get heat stroke, but got what we could here. Fair amount in this bag. I don't know how many pounds, but again, it adds up pretty quick. And I would say the number one piece of firework 4th of July trash we found were these sticky things. They're not sticky, but they're stick-like. I think these are bottle rockets, right? And basically you stick them in the ground, they fire off, but people leave behind these plastic stems. Again, these are just trash now, beach trash. These in particular seem noteworthy. These firecrackers, some of these aren't even lit, and I'm sure the chemicals are none too friendly to marine creatures. And as you can see, it's already starting to tangle up with seaweeds and that sort of stuff. And a lot of this isn't even lit again. Like this ground bloom flowers, it looks like a little stick of dynamite, and it's still got the wick. So I don't know how safe that is to leave on the beach or to throw in the trash even. So I'm like, do I light it and then throw the trash in the trash? I don't know. I'll figure that out once I get some water in me and can think more clearly. So this is just a recap. I'm not making any decisions on how to properly dispose of this trash, but if you do know yourself, please comment below. As you can see, I thought only the Army could own tanks, but apparently civilians can too, in small, tiny forms. Little firework tank, kind of interesting. And of course our spaceships. We had our spinny spaceships and helicopters too. So we have like a whole Army fleet here of spaceships and tanks and helicopters, and again, none of which really belongs at the beach much. So yeah, good to pick up, good to dispose of. And last year when I did my 4th of July, post 4th of July beach clean, I picked up trash like this for weeks, and it wasn't until probably towards the end of the summer that I stopped finding a lot of it, because either it got buried in the sand, as you saw at the beginning of the video, a lot of the stuff gets buried in sand, or people like me picked it up over time, which is always good. But you still find some scattered throughout the year, you know, much more degraded than this. So if I do find some many months from now, I'll be sure to point it out, especially this smaller stuff that takes longer to degrade and break down. But and then of course we have these tube things, which I think are Roman candles they call them. Shoots like these big fireworks, and these are mostly cardboard, but again, probably trash that doesn't belong on the beach. So anyways, that's really it for our post 4th of July beach clean, and I'm actually very excited to announce that I'm starting the road trip beach cleanup in a few days. Actually, we're actually headed out not tomorrow, the day after. So this is our last normal beach clean video for a while, because we are driving 3,000 miles out cross country and 3,000 miles back for a total of at least 6,000 miles, and a lot of trash cleaning along the way. You may wonder, if you watch these videos just for the beach cleaning, where I'm going to find beaches all that time. But there's a lot of inland cleanups that go on. I've been talking to a lot of people for years now on Instagram and even on YouTube and other places, Reddit, who do inland cleaning. They clean rivers and lakes and that sort of stuff, street side cleanup. So I'm sure we'll have no shortage of litter adventures on the way. And I'm hoping to do at least 3 or 4 videos on that trip. So, and it's about a month trip, so it kind of works out schedule wise. So yeah, we won't have another regular beach clean video here for at least a month. So if you want to see exciting adventures, because I'll show some of the road trip too, it's everybody I tell it about is actually very hyped. I mean, I'm hyped, but they're excited too, because they all say that sounds awesome, and I think it will be. It's a long trip, but it's going to be a fun one. We're hitting up a bunch of national parks and doing a bunch of camping, so there's sure to be beautiful scenes on the way. And I think the first stop is Indianapolis, so shout out to anybody in Indy. We'll be there, and I think we'll try to do a cleanup while we're in Indy, whether, again, it's in the city doing a street cleanup, or I think there's a canal there we might check out. Waterways, there's always pollution somewhere if you know where and what to look for, so check out for that next week. Hopefully I'll be able to do some editing on the road when and where I have service. So yeah, that's our plan. So next time I'll see you, I'll be somewhere in the middle of the country that I've never been before. I love traveling, and I'm glad to be able to get back out to do it and do some cleaning up along the way. So yeah, if you like this and you want to see more adventures like that, subscribe below. There's a button somewhere. Like and share, all that crap that people who are better at this stuff on YouTube say than I do. But I appreciate you guys being here. As I always say, it's really awesome to share these adventures, and every video I talk to people in the comments or on other social media platforms who have their own experiences and ideas for how to clean up and dispose of some of this waste, and it's awesome. It's cool to spread awareness and just try to do your part a little bit at a time. That's what it's all about, and it adds up to big changes. If you've go back and seen any of my other videos, just look at the Wilson tennis ball cleanup, where I got Wilson, the sporting goods company, to help me recycle 1,000 tennis balls that were at the beach. Really cool stuff. So yeah, lots more adventures to come, and trashy ones at that. So until next time, thanks so much for joining as usual. Stay safe out there, be well, clean well, and I hope to see you guys on the beach and cross country sometime very, very soon.